Hey guys, Wheels here, back with you on Construction Simulator, continuing the tutorial at the beginning of the game, trying to play through it and help you guys with any questions or issues that you may have as you play the game as well. Thanks a lot. Let's get started. We're here at the gas station where Hape told us to go next. We bought the flatbed. It looks like we have an issue with the tank, and we're going to be swapping out tanks. So let's head over on here real quick and talk to Hape and see what's going on in this job. How do you do, Hape? What do we got going on?
This gas station, owned by Pete and his wife Helena, has been losing money for some time. But now that more tourists are stopping here off the highway, they want us to build a new tank. The old tank is already waiting for you to lift it out of its pit. I also got a backhoe loader for you, so you can refill the pit when the new tank is installed. Then put some concrete on top and you're done. Piece of cake, right?
No problemo. All right, so we are going to head over to the truck. Make sure we got plenty of room for the work mode. All right, so let's go ahead and lift the old tank out. Put the new one in. Bury it, and we'll be done. I'm very impressed with the way the city looks and the map. Everything looks very well done on this game. Yeah, as we've driven around and done some of the other jobs too, I feel like that the location we have here and to work in this town is going to be very good. I can't wait to try the European map, which is something I will do probably once I finish the U.S. map. It's located somewhere in the desert. I don't think it's an exact location. I don't think anyway. If you guys know if it is, certainly let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments where you think it is. I think it's in the LA area. Okay, so that's ready to go. We'll go ahead and put the stabilizers up, jump out of the truck, head over to the backhoe. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and fill this up here. You notice you have an orange yellowish color bar that goes up around the speedometer as you're filling a bucket. And that'll also show you when you're filling the tank on a vehicle like concrete in the concrete truck and so forth. You have to forgive me, I'm used to using my mouse to control the bucket on these things because of Farming Simulator. So I have muscle memory and want to go ahead and do that as opposed to use the controllers in this game. I'm getting better, but I still don't have it down 100% yet. Okay, so we're at 38%. For some reason, I'm not wanting to get it. I don't know what's going on there, but okay, it's working. at 58%, so probably 2 more scoops, we'll have this done. Sometimes the vehicles do glitch out and they don't behave exactly like they're supposed to. When that happens, just go to your instance context menu here and hit the reset button, and it'll reset the vehicle at the nearest road. Sometimes your vehicles will get stuck, or maybe something stops functioning. Like the bucket there, I just had to play with it for a minute and it started working, but one way to solve that would be to reset it. So 1 more scoop and we should be good. So don't sweat it if it does get stuck or something like that. It's just because the vehicle's glitched, and just go ahead and hit the reset to put it back up on the road where it's supposed to be. All right. So we need to drive the cat to the vehicle dealer, which I'm not going to drive all the way up there. We're just going to fast travel. Well, I have to, actually. So with that said, I think we'll drive to the vehicle dealer. Go ahead and put on our 4-ways and just do what we're told instead of trying to cut corners. Now, I've forgotten that some of this stuff isn't unlocked yet, and they're doing this in order to help me unlock it. And it's right down the street too, so we're fine. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up getting concrete, I believe, is what's next here. The tutorial isn't super long. There's about, I don't know, an hour and some odd gameplay before you unlock multiplayer. You do have to finish to a certain amount before multiplayer is available, but it's not that far. I think the first time it took me, like I said, about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to get to the unlocking of the multiplayer. But you definitely have to go through this part first. Okay, vehicle dealer. So we'll go ahead and just drive that up to, drive that up to there. And head for the concrete mixer. All right, so the gravel plant we unlocked in the last episode, so we will fast travel down there since we drove right past it the first time. And we are here to pick up concrete, which is over here in this tower. Now, in future gameplay, you may have excess concrete that you want to bring back and sell back to the gravel pit here. You can sell the excess concrete right there in that bin, or you can actually empty it out from the context menu in the vehicle as well. So we want to drive this up to where the open end is underneath, and then we want to press and hold down G, and it will fill concrete into the truck. Okay, so we want to wait until the yellow line is full, and then we're good to go. We just need to drive to the gas station. Which we will go ahead and do real quick. We'll be back up the hill and we'll have this done in no time. I think I'll be able to finish the rest of the tutorial in this particular video session. We do have one more project to do after this, but I don't think it's super long in order to complete. And the gas station is just here up on top of the hill to the left. Right, so the arrow keys will control the little chute on the back of the concrete truck. So what we'll do is we'll line up to that. So you notice, I'm sorry, the box is in the way there. Basically, your arrow key will open up that. If you want to give it a little bit more reach, you can do that. And of course, then we'll just turn the pouring of the concrete on with this button here. And it's going to go ahead and pour this. Now you can move that around a little bit to try to get the trigger. Oh, it automatically shut it off. Okay, if I go like that, then it kind of resets the truck away from the work site, but that gives you an idea what will happen if you hit reset. All right, so we need to talk to Hape, and we should be done with this. Hello, Hape.
Pete and Helena bought this property back when the town was flourishing. Most businesses here are family-owned, like this one. It'd be a shame if they had to shut their doors because they're no longer profitable. Of course, things look pretty bleak if no visitors are coming to town. But you know what? Joe and I had a great idea that may sound a little crazy,
Yeah,
but we
it's
have
crazy.
to give it a shot. Take the broken tank to Joe's motel. Then I'll fill you in over there. See you soon.
Okay, roger that, Hape. I wonder what kind of shenanigans he's up to. All right, rumor mill, huh? Okay, we'll jump in, hit M. We will fast travel up here to the site and see what kind of shenanigans they're up to here. I think Wheels is in the wrong spot. Let's go back to the gas pump here. We got a little bit messed up here. I guess, what does it want me to do? It wants me to refuel? Thought he just said to meet him at the hotel. I guess it's teaching you how to refuel and repair, which I showed you in the last one. Refueling is with T. You have to press T and hold it down until your blue fill marker goes up, and you can also do your repairs, as I said last time. Now, we do see a little reward spread out across the map are these golden hammers, which when you get these, you find a collectible. So you want to be looking for those. There's 100 of them on the map. Okay, now you want us to go to the motel. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is fast travel to the material shop, and then we'll drive next door. Again, it's all on how you want to play it. Sometimes I like driving back and forth. Sometimes I like fast traveling. It just depends on what suits your fancy. I don't think it hurts the gameplay at all to fast forward. But if you really like the realism of driving back and forth, I'm not against that, of course. Like I said, I've done a little bit of both. I almost hit that vehicle. Incidentally, if you do run into a vehicle, it'll basically disappear. And then you can keep driving. These guys got something up their sleeve. So we're going out back to find out what the plan is. And there's Hate. So let's go speak to him again and see what's going on. What up?
Ah, perfect timing. The preparations are
Always.
underway. I'm sure you're wondering what exactly we're up to. Well, it's like this. We need something spectacular to keep this town from going completely under. So we'll work some magic here and special effects there. And presto, we'll have swarms of tourists coming for a peek with their cameras. On the outskirts, there's a place that we already set up for our plan. We just need your help to put the final piece in place. We should be finished by morning.
They're building an Iron Man suit in there. What do we got? All right, and they have taken an old, rusty, worn-out tank, and they have made a UFO. Okay. All right, now you can either hit L as a short hotkey in order to shortcut to turn your lights on, or you can go to the context menu and turn the lights on that way too. Okay, now we need to go ahead and drive to the location up here, which I am going to fast travel to. All right, it looks like they're going to stage a UFO here, and they're going to try to get some publicity. Okay, and we have another collectible over here, so we'll just drive over there and pick that up. And what are we doing here? Excavate trench. Just want to work inside the marked area. Now you can actually save dirt at these jobs and sell the dirt if you want to make a little bit of money. It's certainly not something that would be a bad thing to do. It's just all on how much time you want to spend on it. There are some places you can put the dirt where it won't make a pile. In other words, let's say I was near a grass area that's outside of a dirt area. You dump the dirt on it, it'll just disappear. So if you were to dump it on the grass or on an area that's not designed to accept the dirt, then there won't be a pile left. But at most of the sites, you're going to clear the site anyway. And if there is leftover dirt, the game's going to remove it. When it advances to the next stage. Okay, so we're going to put the truck into work mode. Grab the flying saucer and take it off the trailer. place it over here, and hopefully the tourism industry will go haywire after this. You know they're going to have a lot of fun on the news at 11 from this. All right, so we'll go ahead and wrap that up like that. We will go into drive mode, and then we'll be heading over to the company. Okay, so we're done. This work site's finished. We're going to head down here back to the main base and see what happens next. All right, we've now driven back. Obviously, we're inside. Hape is outside, but we didn't drive because we're trying to do this fairly quickly. Now, why the marker is here and Hape is over here. What wants me to drive to it? Oh, man. Okay. Excuse me, Hape. Let me go get the truck. Okay. Hold on just a second, guys, and I'll put us where it wants us to be. I didn't realize it wasn't going to give me credit for it unless I drove. I guess the tutorial does say drive to Hape's company, and I didn't do that. But that's okay. We're placing flying saucers. Why not teleport? Right? It's a beam me up Scotty moment. Okay. There we go. Now it recognizes it. Now we can move to Hape. Hello, Hape.
At last, there you are. Now all we have to do is keep our mouths shut and see what happens. But one thing's as certain as the sun rising in the morning. The people in this town love rumors and headlines. Soon everyone will be talking about the glowing object from another world. I'm sure of that. And all thanks to your help. Good job.
Hey, all in a day's work.
I'm pretty satisfied with what I've done with my life.
Are you?
My career has been rock solid.
Well, that's
but
good.
I also think it's high time that I retire.
I think so
My
too.
business
You're
is
getting pretty
small,
old.
but in good shape, and it needs someone to pick up the reins. And I honestly can't think of anyone better for this job than you. So, what do you say?
Well, Hape, I don't know. I mean, I've only known you for what, a whole like hour, and you're offering to sell me the company. Let me think for a minute. Sure. I got nothing better to do. Let's do it.
Congratulations on running your very own
Hey,
company.
you're welcome, man. I worked hard for it.
You should stop by regularly and familiarize yourself with everything.
Absolutely.
I recommend you first take a close look at the upgrade levels and start meeting the goals listed there.
Okay.
It's the only way to qualify for the big jobs in town, so you can someday leave this place behind.
Well, I'm going to build this place first.
Take a look at the vehicle fleet and the finances.
And then we're going to be head to
see
Europe.
what it takes to manage your construction equipment and get an overview of your financial situation. But the most important thing is fulfilling the orders. It's the only way you can make money to keep expanding your business and afford new construction equipment. So get to it. Running a company isn't an easy job.
I thought he was
but
done.
The best way to start is by getting started. The rest will work itself out. Trust me, and I'm still here for you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Okay, so, yeah. So this is our company. We've known Hape for an hour. All right. So if you hit M for map, you're going to see the jobs tab, which there's the campaign. The first opening campaign is called One Horse Town, which you basically have to complete in order to unlock multiplayer. And then you have other campaigns that you go to later. And of course, then there's a fun fair finale, apparently. So I have started in this one in my normal playthrough, but we're going to finish the opening campaign. So our company will have upgrade level. You do need to basically unlock the getting to medium level in order to do that. I've unlocked be able to, the ability to get a loan, the parking at my main premises here, company premises, and my workshop that actually is at my company where I can repair my vehicles here. So you have a construction helper, which basically will allow you to buy commodities from the dump truck and the cement truck and the asphalt truck. So it says complete the expansion contract from the opening campaign to complete level S and unlock the entire game world. So that's basically what you're doing at the very beginning. Owning 3 construction machines, buying company premises number 2, and the expansion contract, which is the thing that we're aiming for to get to multiplayer. So obviously this is going to be the final thing, but we want to get these other things done first. Okay, so then once we get to the medium, that's when we unlock the ability to do more stuff. Of course, then you go from medium to large. So profile, we have a manual. We do have our skills. I think, did it say we had 1 point available? Yes, we did. So you can go up here and you can add stuff to this. I use bucket capacity first. So I've got my 1 skill point there. You want to go ahead and keep track of that. And then you have your progress through the campaigns, locations, and all the different things that you can do, your collectibles, your wealth, company expansions, milestones, and again, multiplayer there as well. So then you have stats in the game, which will tell you all the different things you've done actually in the game. So that'll get you started on that. And we have taken care of our skill point. So now once these little notices come up here for you to hit yes or no, there's no way to actually free up your mouse. You kind of just have to move your mouse around until you get the cursor. And I do want to open the expansion menu now. So anyway, we can go ahead and buy some equipment. If you go to your map, we can actually travel there, or we can just enter it. And we can decide just what it is that we might want to buy first. We don't have a lot of money yet, but I think one of the first things that's a good thing to buy is the tractor trailer, the semi with the crane on it. That's $125,000, which we don't have the money for yet. So I would not recommend doing that yet. Okay. So the truth is we can lease everything we need to do in order to get that done. So the next thing we want to do now that we actually own the company is we want to go to jobs and we want to go to contracts, and we basically need to finish these 3 things in order to get through this part, which we will not do all in this particular video. Matter of fact, I think this video is probably long enough for the opening campaign. When we come back next time, we'll work on at least one of these. If we can get all of them done, it's actually the same building, I believe. So we can maybe complete all of these in the next video. So I think this is a good time to wrap it up. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share the video with a friend. Make sure that you take the link to the video, post it on your Discords, and make sure everyone knows how to get through the tutorial. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and we'll get back to you. Thanks a lot again, guys. Remember to join me live on Twitch at Wheels247 for live gameplay as well. Until next time, guys, have a great day. Wheels out for now.